Newcastle United versus Arsenal, St James's Park, and it's the same place that we have been dreading to go to. But this could be a really good start to the season if we get 3 points tomorrow. Now, I know there's a lot of deflated people, obviously, about the Liverpool and the Man City game. I'm deflated as well, really. It does hurt when you really could have got a result, but you just didn't. And I do think some of that is on Arteta, and I'm still going to hold true to that. But sometimes that's just how football is. Now, I'm trying to keep track of all the injuries that we have here. I am informed, however, that we're hopeful that Martin Odegaard could be available for the game. I don't know whether or not he is. I wouldn't start him either way, though, if I'm honest. There's no point just rushing him in. Now, considering how we played against Man City, which I thought was very, what's the word I'm looking for? Was very kind of conservative, very I don't really want to go at them just yet. Ultimately going 1-0 down and then being forced to go at them. There's some things that I would have definitely changed. But that's going to be Mikel Arteta. He's going to have his way. And sometimes I find it to be either very arrogant or very naive, but regardless, we do have to back him at least until the end of the season, because this season, guarantee you, this is the last season where we might not win anything under Arteta. If Arteta doesn't win anything this season, even if the board doesn't sack him, the fans will turn on him. He's under all the pressure in the world right now to get us something major. And there's a lot of debate that I saw as well surrounding whether or not you would have accepted an FA Cup and kept him in. Most people saying no now. Before, people were saying yes, but now that the season started, people are saying no. We've got the squad. We should be winning something major. And I completely concur. Now, anyways, back to Newcastle. With Newcastle, we've been struggling to beat them for a while now. I don't think we've won at St James's Park for a long while. I'm not really aware. Let's see what injuries they have actually. Injuries. Jacob Ramsey, Yuan Wissa, and Fabian Scar. Or Scar, however you pronounce it. I'm terrible at pronouncing these names. So yeah, they've got 3 injuries. We've got a fair few of our own. Now, when you look at the actual fixture itself, especially now that they've lost Alexander Isak, you would imagine that we'd be going into this as the favourites. But I know Arsenal well enough to know that there's no game in the world where we're really favourites. Well, I wouldn't say no game, but games like these, I wouldn't really say we're favourites. It really depends on how we show up on the day. Now, talking about Newcastle, if I want to take a look at where they are in the league, they're 14th in the league. They've already suffered 2 losses. So in theory, you would say that they're in bad form for a squad like that. Well, this is coming from someone who hasn't actually seen any of their games, but judging by results, anyways. I do want to I want to comfortably sit here and say we're going to comfortably win this game. It's going to be a batter and it's going to be 3-0, 4-0 odds. And with a full squad, theoretically it could end like that, but I don't think it will. Newcastle is a good side. Now, starting off with our players that I would start. I'm going to start off with goalkeeper David. Pretty self-explanatory. He's our main goalkeeper. Still, sometimes I do think he needs to sort out his some of his little issues, especially when we're distributing the ball. But other than that, I think he is naturally our best goalkeeper. Um, in the centre back pairing, I've gone with William Saliba. He's come off of injury, but I thought he played really well. And Gabriel, he wasn't playing in the Carabao Cup game, but still, he is probably our best centre back. In my personal opinion, anyways, I personally like Gabriel a bit more than Saliba. Nothing against Saliba, I just really like Gabriel. Um, and now on the left back position, I've gone with Ricardo Calafiori, and he has been an absolute wall for us on that left back side. An absolute wall. Barely anything is getting past him. Now, my biggest criticism has always been with him that he's quite injury prone. Last season, I was questioning whether his leg would make glass or not. But this season, so far, no injuries. Let's hope that continues. Yeah, touch wood. But when he does play, he does give me confidence that we're defensively very solid. And on the right back, I'm going to say Jurrien Timber. Now, Jurrien Timber, he is still, to me, the best right back in the league. I think he's got that defensive quality about him. People rarely, if ever, actually get past him. Overall, massive asset to this Arsenal squad. Now, going into the midfield, Martin Zubimendi. I like the way that he obviously he's very defensively solid. He's not flashy per se, and sometimes his plays do sometimes get what's the word I'm looking for? It doesn't really get a lot of attention because it's not flashy. But even if you look at what he does when he loses the ball, he's straight on it again, trying to win the ball back. And that's a quality that I really admire in a central defensive mid. If you lose the ball in that kind of area and win it back, we've still got a chance to go forward. And typically he does try and get us to go forward. Now with him, I'm going to say Declan Rice. Now Declan Rice, I love the way he carries the ball. He goes a bit forward, but he's not afraid to lay the ball on as well. Overall, he is going to be one of the biggest players for us this season. And it goes without saying, he was one of the biggest last season, but still, we cannot emphasize just how important he is going to be this season. And next to him, I've gone with Ethan Nwaneri. I think Ethan Nwaneri, he's got something to prove now, and he's going to want to go into a game like this and prove it. And we can't play Mikel Mourinho. I like Mikel Mourinho, but it's just not working out for me. Now, I say with Ethan Nwaneri, I love his attacking attributes. I love the way he gets the ball, and the first thought on his mind is run forward, run into space. Now, when he gets into those kind of positions, and forces the back line to go even further back, right up to the penalty box, then he'll lay it on. But still, we need that person who's just gonna drive us forward. It's something that we've been lacking in games like Man City. We didn't have that in Man City. That person who's just gonna go forward. Now on the left wing, I have actually gone with Gabriel Martinelli. With Gabriel Martinelli, I think his work rate is absolutely amazing. He'll run up and down a pitch for you. Obviously, he scored those 2 goals as well. That really brought us back into the games. But even if I think he's going to be more of an impact centre forward, especially with what I've seen so far, I do think he is better to kind of start off with than Leandro Trossard. On the right wing, I've gone with Bukayo Saka. Don't really need to explain that one. He's a star boy. Obviously, with Noni Madueke out as well, we're kind of limited on options yet again. You could theoretically play Ethan Nwaneri there, but I'd rather Ethan Nwaneri stay in the midfield. Wait, what am I talking about? Oh my god, I forgot. Sorry, I want to take my decision back, actually. I want to take my decision back. I want Eze in the midfield. I've taken my decision back. Eze's in the midfield. I want to see him there. I never do that. I never do that. And in the striker position, I've gone with Victor Gyökeres. We need to play to this guy's strengths. I'm sick of saying it, and I think Gyökeres is sick of not getting the ball when he's making those important runs. But having Eze in that midfield, which I've now changed my mind, I want him in there, that's going to change the game for me. But anyways, that's my starting 11 for Newcastle versus Arsenal. Let me know what you think down below. Like, share, and comment, and please do subscribe. It really does help out the channel. And I'll see you guys in the match watch along for Newcastle United versus Arsenal. Goodbye for now.